relapse after treatment is the biggest cop-out I've ever seen. I've lost a lot of friends over the last few years. I lost my best friend, stuck a gun in his mouth. You know, I was on a trip. I can always find humor or an irony in my relationships. So Chris is one of my best friends, and he had drug problems. And then he attempted suicide about 3-4 years ago. Drove his truck off a cliff in Arizona. Didn't get a scratch. But see, the story gets worse. 6 months later, I invite him to go on a trip. Now, we are really good friends. He calls me brother man. So I said, come man, I got a new car. I want to drive to Las Vegas. So we get in the car and we start driving. So I drive from Austin to El Paso. Just pull over, get a bite to eat, put gas in the car. You know I'm a comedian. And even in tragedy, I can find some humor. So I tell him, your turn to drive. Now you can keep in mind that 6 months ago, he drove a car off a cliff. So I said to him when he got behind the wheel, I put on my seatbelt, I reclined my seat, and he got on the highway, got it up to about 75. I said, now look, fool, I ain't Thelma and you ain't Louise, so you stay on this goddamn highway. You know, Thelma and Louise drove that car off that damn mountain. You know, I tried to love him. I did everything I could in humor and in love with him. But he left me a suicide note after he put a .38 in his mouth and pulled the trigger. I still have the note. He says, you know, some people are built to live a long time. I'm not one of them. He said, I'm really sorry to do this. And I miss him. I had a friend in California, Tom. Told his wife he was at a hotel helping a dope fiend, doing a 12-step call. He OD'd on heroin and cocaine. And I wondered, I asked a friend of mine, I said, what is the difference in me? Now, I am a hardcore, back alley, crack smoking, paranoid son of a gun. You understand me? Why have I been successful on this thing? Why? How? I've seen so many fail and flail at it. So I was talking to somebody I respect. And I said, Tim, I think it's luck. Am I lucky? Is it in the horoscopes? Why have I chosen one day at a time to stay clean since November the 8th, 1983? And he gave me a profound answer. And I want to share it with you. I want you to hear it clear. He said, you know why you're still clean? I go, why? He said, because you are scared of you. You know, that's made more sense than anything I've ever heard in my life. Because I know what's going to happen if I get back on it. You hear what I'm saying?